Hey, soul survivors. So, as we reach the midnight hour, we are going to embark on how to outsmart insomnia, the psychology of sleep. So, thank you for the viewer topic request. And I want you to picture this. It's 3 a.m. Your body is absolutely exhausted. Your eyes are burning. Your mind feels like it's running a marathon. You beg yourself to start falling asleep. Yet, the harder you try, the more awake you feel. So, insomnia isn't just about not sleeping, it's about feeling trapped in your own head. But what if I told you the secret to overcoming insomnia is not forcing yourself to sleep, but learning how to outsmart your brain? So, today we're going to break down the psychology of insomnia and the surprising tricks that actually work. So it's not just bad luck. Psychologists explain it as a mix of conditioning, hyperarousal, and anxiety. So over time, your bed, which was once a place of rest, becomes linked with stress. So the brain thinks, oh, the bed, that's where I feel awake. And I start to worry. It's called classical conditioning. And it's the same principle that makes a dog drool at the sound of a bell. Except here, the bell is your pillow, and the response is frustration and alertness. On top of that, insomnia often comes with cognitive hyperarousal. Your nervous system is stuck in a fight or flight response. Racing thoughts, tension, or even a pounding heart keep your brain from entering sleep mode. That's why telling yourself just relax never really works. You can't white knuckle your way to rest. You need to start training your brain to retrain it. So, how do you outsmart insomnia? You have to think of it as behavioral judo, using psychology to flip your brain's patterns. Let's get into it. First, reverse the bed curse. If you can't sleep within 20 minutes, don't stay in bed. Get up, read something boring, fold laundry, or sit quietly in dim light. By breaking this loop of bed equals frustration, you teach your brain that the bed only equals sleep. Second, this is paradoxical intention. It might sound strange, but if you try to stay awake on purpose, your anxiety about not sleeping drops. Your brain thinks, okay, no pressure. Ironically, sleep will start to sneak up on you when you stop chasing it. This is kind of in relationships too. Third, tame the racing mind. Instead of battling thoughts, schedule some worry time earlier in the day. Write down every nagging thought and then tell your brain, we've already handled this, or we've handled enough of this today. And you're giving your mind an off ramp. So, fourth, body before brain, your physiology drives sleep. Some slow breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, or a warm shower will trick your nervous system into parasympathetic mode, the rest and digest state. So, when your body powers down, the brain starts to follow. So, fifth, you can reset your circadian rhythm. Light is your brain's strongest timekeeper. Morning sunlight is like a master switch for melatonin. Just 10 to 15 minutes outside can reset your clock and make sleep come naturally at night. Also, avoid using your phones. The lights affect the circadian rhythm. Sleep restriction therapy. This is a hard one for me, but counterintuitive but powerful. Temporarily cut the hours you allow yourself in bed. If you only sleep 5 hours, only spend 5.5 hours in bed. If it builds pressure so your brain stops wasting time awake. So keep your 8 hours, whatever it is, but that's it from when you lay down to when you wake up. As your sleep deepens, you add time back. This is one of the most effective evidence-based treatments for chronic insomnia. So just kind of slowly add more on as you're sleeping. Now, for some creative hacks that go beyond the usual advice, try 4-7-8 breathing trick. Now, what this is you inhale for 4 seconds, you hold it for 7, and exhale, blow it out slowly for 8. This mimics the body's breathing during sleep when you're in deep sleep, and it tells your brain that you're safe. Or you can use the cognitive shuffle, where you imagine objects in your head: apple, bicycle, lamp, river. By jumbling these thoughts into nonsense, you short circuit rumination and slip into dreamlike imagery. Play with temperature. Your core body temperature has to drop about 2 degrees to sleep. A warm bath tricks your body into cooling itself afterward, and this causes the perfect sleep window. And finally, use an audio anchor, white noise. I like to use my fan. Rain sounds. I used to do that too, and that's beautiful. I love the rain sounds. Or even a monotone podcast can distract you from your brain looping thoughts. If you're the one to latch on to words, I would not suggest a podcast or music unless it's without words. The predictability helps your nervous system release its grip. Some people do like falling asleep to a TV, but try not to have the light on from the TV. So here's the truth. Insomnia doesn't mean that you're broken. It means your brain has learned a pattern that it can unlearn. With the right psychological tools, you can reclaim your thoughts. The goal isn't to force sleep. It's to create the conditions where sleep comes naturally, like a tide rolling in. So tonight, instead of fighting with your mind, try flipping the script. Outsmart it. Your body knows how to sleep. You just have to remind it. So if this helped, please share it with someone who's tired of being tired. And if you want more psychology-backed hacks for the brain, hit subscribe because your mind is your strongest ally, even at 3 a.m. Please like and subscribe, share with others, and topic requests are always welcome.